Hi, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, so this is episode 11. We just finished episode 10 and we are doing this gorgeous design in episode 11. And make sure you watch to the end of the video because I'll introduce episode 12 so you get to know what we'll be doing in episode 12. So without wasting much time, let's go. Yeah, so I'm using size 6 pearls and I'm using size 2 seed beads. And I'm using 0.25 beading thread. So I've put a needle at one end of the thread and it's single threaded. So there's a needle at one end, the other end is free. And I'm picking my seed beads and the pearls. Yeah, so I picked 4 seed beads and 4 pearls and I'm tying at the end of the thread. So that's 4 seed beads and 4 pearls. I'm tying as much knots as possible to make our work more secured. I'm trying to pass the needle through the beads before I cut the excess thread off. I'm sorry it went all the way down. Should have come to the middle a little. So now I'm cutting the excess thread off where we tied it. And we have this. So I'm going to pick 4 seed beads and 3 pearls, but I'm picking it one after the other. So 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, then 1 seed bead. Hurry up, we are waiting. It's coming. So pearl, seed bead, pearl, seed bead, pearl. Alright, so we have 4 seed beads and 3 pearls. Now I'm passing it through the opposite end of the pearl where the thread is coming from. So I'm passing it through the opposite end. That's the opposite hole of the bead. I think it tangled a little. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just trying to get it straight. Yeah, and this is what we have. Now I'm going to pass the needle through the seed bead close to the pearl we pass our needle through. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm passing the needle through the 4 pointed beads. Just like so. So you always want to make sure your thread is coming out of a pearl before you start the next round. So I'm picking 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 pearl, then 1 seed bead, then a pearl, then 1 seed bead. So at the end we have 4 seed beads and 3 pearls going through the opposite end of the pearl. And we have it. just like that. And we are going through one seed bead, one pearl, one seed bead, one pearl. So you are passing it through 4 beads to get to the top, like we did initially. So that's basically it. Just observe carefully. It's not difficult at all. Just observe closely, you will get it. Watch very closely. It's very, very simple. So that's 3 pearls and 4 seed beads. I'm going through the opposite end of the bead, and we have this cute design here. And I'm passing the needle through the beads till I get to the top pearl. So let's try it a couple of times and then we move on. So 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, then 1 more seed bead. Right. Then you're going through the opposite end of the bead of the pearl. The pearls are the bigger ones and the seed beads are the smaller ones, in case you are new to beading. So I went ahead to finish the rest of camera, and we have our length we want. I realized it was quite long. Yeah, so now I'm picking 5 seed beads using the same thread coming out of a pearl. Yeah, picking 5 seed beads. Now we are working on only the middle pearls, and I'm going in that direction. So it crosses just like so. We've done this crossing before, I think in episode, I can't remember, but we've done something like that before. I'm picking 2 and I'm passing it through the middle, that's the 3rd seed bead. The 3rd seed bead, right. I'm picking 2 again. Now I'm passing it through. Where are you? Passing it through the topmost pearl. So we have the seed bead crossing at the middle of the pearl. Now I'm passing it through a seed bead, a pearl, to the middle. So a seed bead, a pearl, a seed bead, and then a pearl. Picking 5 again. You can use any number, just make sure it's an odd number so that it selects the middle. So I'm picking 5 again. Now I'm going to the next middle pearl, but in the opposite direction to where the thread is coming from, so that it will cross. I'm picking 2. Now I'm passing it through the middle seed bead, that's the third seed bead. Just wait patiently, it's coming. I think the thread tangled a little, so I was trying to get it right. Yeah, now I'm picking 2 again. I'm going back to the middle seed bead, sorry, the middle pearl. Yeah, so I was using 5, so if you want to use a different number, it should just be an odd number. Let's say if you are picking 3, then the next one will be 1. You pass it through, you pick 1 seed bead, then you pass it through the middle one, which will be the second one, then you pick another one. I don't know if that makes sense, but first you pick 3 seed beads. If you want to use 3 seed beads, you pick 3 seed beads, then the second one will be 1 and the third one will be 1. If you are using 7, you pick 7 seed beads, then the second one, after you've gotten your first cross, then the second one is going to be 3. Then you pass it through the 4th one. I believe that's quite sensible. The 4th one, that's the middle one, the odd number out. Then you're picking another 3 again. So it all depends on you and the size of your seed bead. So I'm picking 2 again. And I'm going through the middle pearl. Now I want to bring our needle to the next pearl we'll be working on. If this looks complicated for you, then you can just go ahead and try what we did earlier. I think it's either episode 7. Either episode 7, between episode 7 to 9. I think so. So can go ahead and use that particular style. That one is quite easy and simple, and it's the same thing too. Yeah, so I went ahead to do the rest of camera, and this is what we have. This nice design here. So we are done with second part of our design. Now let's go to the third part. So I picked 6 seed beads. This time around, our thread is coming out of a seed bead, the seed bead by the pearl. We are going through the next seed bead pointed. So after I picked the 6, I realized it was too much, so I brought it back and I removed 1. So I ended up using 5 seed beads, and it covered it just perfectly. So I'm passing it through the seed bead. There are 2 seed beads in between each pearl, so I'm picking my 5 again. Now I'm passing it through the next seed bead by the pearl. I'm going to pass the needle through the next seed bead by the seed bead. I hope that's clear. Like I said earlier, there are 2 seed beads in between the pearls. So the first one, we pass the 5 through the first one, then we pass the thread through the second one. So I'm passing it through the next seed bead. And I'm going to pass the needle through the next seed bead. So that's basically it. We are going to do that till we cover the whole thing. So 5, pass it through a seed bead, and after our pearl is covered, we pass it through the next seed bead before we pick another 5. So when we pick 5, we pass it through a seed bead, then we pass the thread through another seed bead before we pick another set of 5. I believe that's clear. So go ahead and watch closely, and let's finish the third part of the design together. So that's the third part. Now let's move on to the fourth part of the design. Now you want to make sure your needle is coming out of the seed bead by the side of the design. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm passing the needle through the seed bead to get to the side of our precious design here. Now I'm going to pick 3 seed beads. That's 3. Now I'm going through the opposite end of the bead where our thread is coming from. So you should have 4 seed beads there, forming a nice design, a cross threading design there. I'm passing it through the next seed bead, and this time around I'm picking 2. Now I'm going through the side of the 4 we just formed, and through the next seed bead. Let's take it again. I'm passing the needle through the next seed bead, and I'm going to pick 2. So after I pick my 2, I pass the needle through the side, then through the seed bead we passed it through earlier. I believe this is quite sensible, but it's just like what we did in episode 3. Just that this time around we are using a needle and we are doing on a design, like already formed design. Is very simple. Once you start, you get it. Once you start. So I form about 3 of the cross threading, and then I move to the next pearl. So I'm just passing my needle through the seed beads to get to the next pearl. Now I'm picking 3 again. So once you get to the next pearl, then we are going to repeat what we did earlier. So picking 3. Oh, I think I pulled. I'm picking 3 and I'm going through the opposite end of where my thread is coming from on the seed bead. Now I'm passing it through the next seed bead. Now I'm going to pick 2. I'm going to pass it through the side of the 4 we just picked, plus the 1 we pass our beads through. I think I should take this again with different colors because it's not really clear here. I don't know why the gold becomes difficult to explain whenever I use that one. So I'm picking 2. Now I'm passing it through 1 on the side of the 4 we just formed. Just like so, and the next seed bead, and we have another 4. Yeah, so our design is coming out. So that's basically it. I'm going to do till I finish the whole thing. Yeah, and don't forget episode 12 will be introduced at the end of the video, so make sure you watch closely and watch to the end so that you don't miss episode 12. You get to know what we'll be doing in episode 12. Episode 12 is very nice, and very nice, like nicer than all the ones we've done, I think so. If you have a different opinion, I'm ready to hear. We can debate about it. I agree. Yeah, so watch closely, and that's what we have. I did some off camera and I decided to continue the rest in case you didn't get it earlier. So let's take it a few more times. So I'm just trying to get my needle to the side of the pearl we'll be working on. I'm picking 3. I'm going back through the opposite direction or the opposite hole of the seed bead. I'm passing my needle through the next seed bead and I'm picking 2. I'm passing it through the side of the 4 we just formed and the next seed bead. Yeah. Passing my needle through the next seed bead. I'm picking 2 again, going through the side of the 4 we just formed, then through the next seed bead. So that's basically it. Just start and then watch closely. You will be able to do it. It's not difficult at all. Yeah, so our design here is nicely done, very beautiful. And I know by now you think we are going to sew. Nah, this time around we are not sewing because I realized it was too long when I put it on the slippers. So that was a mistake I did. Yeah. So I'm very sorry, but this time around we are not sewing. But this is beautiful, like very, very beautiful. It looked like those Indian jewelries they use for their wedding ceremonies. By the way, let's welcome episode 12. Yeah, so this is what we'll do in episode 12. This nice design here. This is very nice, but very simple. Yeah, very, very simple to do. So go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in episode 12. Take care of yourself and yeah, we'll meet in episode 12. Bye.